Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I was going to do today on the exciting thing called transfer factors, but I still can't get my head around it. So this is the basics, the start of the basics of ATP formulas and ingredients. Something you can make in the kitchen. Not. Anyhow, everything with everything, use due diligence. Right, straight into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now we get straight into it. Now, ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Now, to get that, there's ways you can do it. The simplest way is herbal. You ain't got to get no chemicals, got no mixes, no nothing like that. So we start by having the formula. And I've just got one of the formulas here, but that's not the first one. Yes, it is. It is an ATP synthesis activator was prepared by mixing herbs in the following way. Thyme, 10%. This is all by weight. Rosemary, 10%. Turmeric, 10%. Fennel, 15%. Grape seeds, 15%. That's a lot of grape seeds, mind. Dandelion, 15%. Acanopanax sinticus as a substitute. Ginseng Siberian or even Rhodelia, 30%. Now that all adds up to 30, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105%. Hey, it don't matter about that because it's all by weight. It's not to do with 10 mil of this or 10 mil of that to get it. Now they're all powdered, they're made in a pill form or encapsulated in a little capsule. You could use a gram capsule, you're right. Formula 2 ATP solution. An aqueous solution containing the following was made. 10 milligrams or mil of adenosine, 5-triphosphate disodium salt anhydrous, 18.15 mm. Now 1 milligram or mil of glycine, 13.32 nm. That's a substitute for creatine. I notice in going mg/ml, which means either milligrams or milliliters. So you can have a liquid or a powder. If you can only get powdered, you get a powder. You can get liquid, good on you. You can get liquid. Now the substitute for TSP is 36 milligrams or mil of Na2HPO4 7H2O. Sodium hydroxide, sufficient to adjust the pH to 9.2 or 9.3. That's over the 7, which is the flat line between acid and alkaline. Enough water to result in the above concentration of adenosine 5-triphosphate disodium salt anhydrous, glycine, and 36 milligram of what I've just said. Sodium 2, HPO4, 7H2O. The H2O bit is anhydrous, or to put it in English, 100 ml of water. ATP, 1 gram. Creatine, 100 milligrams. Micrograms, sorry. 3.6 grams of TSP. Also the addition of EDTA, 1 gram of glycerol as well, 10 mils. Now I'll read that again. Also addition, add EDTA 1 gram and glycerol, about 10 mils of it. Repeat the formula, add EDTA, calcium carbonate or any other form, potassium chloride or citrate, and about 100 grams of sunflower lecithin. Now that's pretty hard to get hold of. Now, I don't know if it tastes nice, or it just holds everything in solution, so the individuals don't fall out. The individual ingredients don't fall out and end up as a lump in the bottom. Right, you can add other ATP producers like ginger and rhodolia in either powder or extract mix it all together. And when it solidifies, you have liposomal ATP mix. Liposomal, that's where the sunflower lecithin comes in. Liposomal means you ain't gonna get it in your main gut. It's got to go through to the second stomach and be distributed evenly throughout. Using liposomal mix, again with sunflower lecithin, you can eat 10 grams of vitamin C if you wanted to, or you can mix vitamin C with liposomal with sunflower lecithin and put it in a mixture and mix it with sound. Yeah, complicated. Thousands of pounds on machines, and you can do the same thing for about 40 quid by buying one of those hydrosonic cleaners. But don't use it for cleaning, just use it for mixing your substances. On your final workout, you got a timed dose of enzyme activators. Coenzyme Q1089, Ibenome 10, 36 milligram gene expression, increase in ATP energy and increase in performance. Coenzyme vitamin B211, 12 and 13, 1 to 200 milligram, an increase in performance. In FADH2, you got glucose, chromium polynicotinate, glucose tolerance factor that is, carnitine, acetyl L-carnitine, L-carnitine, NADH, ginkgo biloba, triiodithyronine, magnesium, inosine, coenzyme Q10. Now coenzyme Q10 is enhanced by one of these, I can't remember which, doesn't matter, we'll get to it. Hydrogen, pyracetam, vinpocetine and vitamin B3, production of ATP. Now, go to adenosine triphosphate itself. It's an endogenous compound that contains adenine plus ribose, which equals adenosine. And I'll say that again, adenosine. And 3 phosphate groups. ADP is a precursor for the endogenous, I can't even pronounce that. So I'll put all the notes on the website and you can read it out and pronounce it as it should be. I'll then write it in phonetics in the comments section so I know how to pronounce it next time. We'll try that one again. Is an endogenous production of adenosine triphosphate. It's an endogenous substance manufactured within the body as part of the Krebs cycle of energy production. You couldn't get more exciting than this. Wow. Endogenous ATP is produced by the oxidation of various chemicals in the Krebs cycle. It is a body's primary storehouse of cellular energy. The body's constantly manufacturing and breaking down ATP for energy production. Glucose is one of several precursors for production of ATP. Now here's a good bit. 1 molecule of glucose can generate 38 molecules of ATP. Also, the electron transport system, ETS, accepts hydrogen via the Krebs cycle and passes them through a series of compounds until they combine with oxygen and form with water. Whoa, I can't get, this is so exciting. Each cycle of this process produces 11 molecules of ATP. The total amount of ATP recycled via metabolization by the average person for energy amounts to approximately 150 to 187 pounds of ATP every day. Whoa. And if deficits occur, fatigue results. Optimal peak production of ATP is required in order to avoid fatigue. So using this, you won't get tired. Oops. And it's one of the underlying causes of chronic fatigue syndrome. That's it for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Let's see what the weather's going to do. Oh yeah. Looks like the sun's got its hat on for a little while. But it's still going to be nice. Have a great day. See ya.